In this video, I'll be teaching you how to build in Webflow a page scroll indicator. So right now I'm on the Webflow blog page, and as you can see when I'm scrolling down with the content, you can see at the very top of my screen, so right here, there's this blue bar which just indicates how far the user is scrolling down the page. So by adding this indicator, it's a very good way in terms of user experience, just to help the user know, again, how far they are scrolled down the page. So let's jump into Webflow and let's build this. Okay, so now I am in Webflow, and for you guys following along, just make sure you have some sort of content. In this tutorial or this situation, I just have a text followed by an image, followed by just a bunch of random dummy text, just so we can actually build this and show that it actually works. Because if you have an empty screen, it's not going to work. So again, just add some sort of text, videos, images, just make sure the page is quite long. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to hit the button Z, which opens up the navigator. And another way to access the navigator is just this button right here. And what we have in this navigator currently, yours might be different. All my content is under this container, dummy blog container. And again, I'm not here to explain how containers work or how to structure information. This is just how I did it for this tutorial. So what we want to do is we want to add a new div block. So let's go ahead and add plus and just drag in the div block. And I want to add this at the very top of my page, making sure it's underneath the body. So once that's done, I want to give this a class, this div block, and I'm going to give it a class of scroll wrapper. Hit enter. And then now I want to give this a width of 100%, which is taking 100% of its parent element, which is body. So it's just taking 100% of the screen, which is what we want. And we'll give this a height. I'm just going to give it a height of 30 pixels. 30 pixels might be a bit too big, but in this tutorial, I'm only exaggerating the height just to show you how it works. So I would recommend keeping this very thin, as you saw in the example website. So now that's done. With this div block selected, let's hit Command E or Control E and type in div, hit enter. We've now just added another div block inside this scroll wrapper. And what we want to do is just give this a class of bar indicator, hit enter, give it a width of 100% and a height of 100%. So again, by putting in a height of 100%, it's just taking the height of the parent container, which is scroll wrapper, which we put as 30 pixels, or I put as 30 pixels. So now with the bar indicator selected, let's go ahead and make it a color. So in this case, I'm just going to make it red, because why not? And now everything is built. So the next step is to animate this. So what you want to do is click on the Z, make sure you have the body selected right here, and then click onto this lightning bolt icon or interactions, hit element trigger, hit while scrolling in view, and then click select action, play scroll animation, and then just click plus, and then give it a name, scroll page indicator. Now hitting a Z, because we have the body selected, we now want to select the bar indicator that we created, and where it says 0%, we want to click into this and hit the button scale. Sorry, not scale, so just delete that. Hit the button size at the very bottom, and then in size, we want to give it a width at the very top of 0%, and at the very bottom of 100%. And now if you click save and you actually load this, you'll notice that it's actually working. So as I scroll down, one more thing we want to do actually is go back to the scroll wrapper, and then you want to set this position from static to sticky and give it the top margin as 0, so it sticks to the top. And now it will actually follow you, and you can see that it's all working right now, and again it's all working in mobile and everything, but you may notice at the very top of the page it's already filling in quite a few percentage. So in order to overcome that, you want to hit back to the body, go back to interactions, go to the interaction that we just created, click onto the interaction, and where it says live preview is on, make sure that is on, and just scroll down. And as you can see, when you scroll down right now, I'm on 8%. So you just want to move this top one to just say 9% or 10%. So just move it a bit higher, click save, and now if you preview it, it's all working, just like so. So I hope you guys learned a lot from this tutorial. Again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I want you guys to just understand the concepts so you can build your own Webflow projects however you like.